What's ripening? So as I said, I'm back. So try to do a couple of videos a week. No promises, but I wanted to talk a little bit about citrus, and I want to tell you, don't give up on your citrus. But there's some caveats to that. So I just got through with kind of a business trip. Me and Pete had several consultations further north into the state, and we drove through Citrus County among other places, and I can tell you right now, there is thriving tangerines, oranges, all kinds of stuff, thriving, beautiful green trees. They're not the ones that are being harvested and grown out in the fields and the big full sun areas. The ones that are doing really well are actually grown in the shade. And this is a corner of my property. If you look up, you see all those orange dots up there? That's citrus. It's growing really well. Actually, they're all over the ground too. This is all citrus growing here. These trees are super healthy. They're in the shade. Specifically, they're in the shade. In this case, water oaks. The ones that we saw in Citrus County were under live oak canopy. I don't know if it matters whether it's an oak or if it could be anything. It might just be that it's in the shade. It might be that there's a better mycorrhizal relationship with oak trees. I'm not sure. But what I'm doing, I'm walking over there right now, you'll see it, is I'm not planting citrus out in the full sun. I've seen it done, and I've seen it fail quite a bit. I know there's some development going on in the state with resistant rootstocks and different methods for sterilizing plants and chemical controls and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. So what I have, see that little pink flag? That's one of, I think I did like 10 different ones. Here's another one right here. See the pink flag? And then over there, let's see. Over there I've got 10 different types of citrus. I planted them directly underneath existing oak trees. I don't care if these trees get long and lanky. I just want them to be healthy and productive. I'm walking over to another example from my property here. You'll see here in a second. I didn't even know actually where we're going. This whole area, actually all of this area was Brazilian pepper. So I didn't even know what was in here until we cleared it out. And one of the happy things that I discovered was this really nice orange tree. I say nice, and what I'm talking about is the fruit. It's not a beautiful tree. Let's see if you can see. I don't know if you can see them. There's still a few oranges up there. Absolutely delicious. They taste like the really good ones. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, I could go to even the grocery store. I could go and get Florida oranges, and they tasted phenomenal, and they were relatively inexpensive. Now I'm just consistently disappointed with the grocery store oranges. I don't even buy them anymore. I don't even buy oranges anymore, actually, unless it's from a better source than that. These taste like the ones I remember. This is what the citrus is supposed to taste like. And this tree is underneath. Let's see. I'll show you where the trunk is here. Here's the trunk. This right here. Obviously, this is not your standard. The way they would normally grow them. This is a seedling tree. And there's a couple other seedlings that have already started to pop up. Here's one right here. Another seedling tree. They're reaching for the moon, trying to get up as high as they can to get to the canopy, but the benefit they have is the sun's not beating down on the branches. One thing that I've learned, or I've read about or heard, I can't remember where, is that there's actually quite a bit of chlorophyll in the branches and the trunk of the citrus. They really don't like direct sun. It can burn them and it can weaken them. So I think that shade really helps them out, helps them generally, and then once they get up and healthy, they have a much better chance of fruiting. And as you can see, this tree is actually a strangler fig here, and a poinciana tree, and another strangler fig. So this isn't even oak canopy. This is something else that's still giving the benefit. That shade, it's got a lot of leaf detritus in the ground, so there is a mycorrhizal benefit going on. It's not just open. If you drive through the center of Florida, you're going to see citrus groves everywhere. And if you look at the ground, they use Roundup or something. They use something. They've used herbicide to keep the grounds clear, so they don't have to worry about, you know, other plants competing with the citrus. But what happens is you end up with a sand dune. You get rows of sand dunes with citrus trees growing out of them. There's no life in the soil, so these trees are completely dependent on you, the farmer, or whoever it is that planted them. And that dependency is kind of unfortunate. It's not going to give, we don't know how to give plants everything they need. The best thing you can do is set up an environment where the plants can find what they need, and to plant diversity so that if something doesn't make it, something else does. So anyway, that's today's quick video. Hope you enjoyed. Give me a like if you did. If you hated it, give me a dislike. I don't really mind. I have pretty thick skin, so you're not going to hurt my feelings. But hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got a really productive citrus tree at your house, or if you've got any other tips for growing citrus in Florida. If you're not familiar, we have issues here. We're not like California's got beautiful citrus. Florida's got problems. Luckily, we have a good juice industry here, so we don't have to have pretty citrus. But I can tell you right now, it could get a lot better. See you later.